Close that. Hey there, welcome back, guys. We're live. That was really scary, I have to say. And I wasn't worried about the drone. I figured, hey, if I lost the drone, I lost the drone. My biggest fear was it flying away and then falling from the sky, like on a car or someone's house, someone's porch, someone's whatever, because it just glitched out. I'll tell you guys in a second what glitched out, but as you know, we are live. But before we go live, we need to make sure that we are live. Condenser's gonna go on because it's cold out there. It's freezing. So let me just go to my channel, and you know, this is just part of the YouTube, part of the tubular experience. Let's see what we have here. I'm gonna mute this. Brian told us that. Go to edit and just make sure this goes into the live stream. Select done, and then press save, which is fine. And then I'm just gonna add some tags like MarketBay said to do, right? Call it how to buy Lou. Friday night flights, live Q&A, New York, Jersey, drone flights, and I'll hit save. I'll leave it like short. I don't know. I could always do more later. I'll have to go back into that video and copy the tags that MarketBay had suggested to put in. And before we do that, let me just make sure that everything else is good to go. Of course, that button needs to come on. Select done, not manual, auto, and save. And voila. Hopefully I did that with the last one, but I don't think I did. But I'll make sure next time to sign on a little bit earlier so I can get all that out of the way. Alright, so we'll start with the first thing that happened. The first thing that happened was the stream key wasn't working because it just glitched out, something with YouTube. And so I typed it in. You have to type it in. You can't cut and paste it in like in the olden days with the other remote that allowed you to cut and paste the keys in. You got to type each one in, and there was like a typo in the there were 2 dashes instead of 1 dash. And then every time I select go to live stream, it said you could use your key, and I kept using the key, and then that didn't work. But I'm just going back to content again, making sure that this show is happening on the channel. And yes, it is. Great. And then that didn't work. And then we go up, we're doing the POI effect. We did it 3 or 4 times because one time I didn't press record, and then another time, you know, just testing it out and see. And we were trying to see night mode and use the settings that MarketBay had recommended for us, which were great. They worked, but they didn't really work. It didn't do anything. Nothing changed. And that should have been a sign right there that the things were glitching out, because none of the settings from the changing the ISO was working, which meant that that was like the start of something new, meaning I changed the ISO, nothing between there and the drone. Changed the shutter speed, nothing between there and the drone. So then, you know, we left it as was on Pro, and then the drone I started flying it down the street so I could see it just down the block. And then as it started going down the block, the maps stopped working. I couldn't see the drone on the map. The drone was moving in the camera left and then right, but it wasn't moving on the map. And I was like, oh shit, what do I do? I had this panicking moment, because that's why you can't rely on the maps, because the map stopped working. I wonder if I recorded that. That would be interesting for DJ. I wish I did. Should have. I wish, you know, that would be something for DJI to see. And then the audio kept dropping. Audio's here. There's no mute button. I don't have mute. So if I accidentally tap that, it does nothing. If I accidentally swipe up, you know, there's a menu, but something was happening where it just kept disconnect. Every time I press record, stop, play, record, it would just glitch out and mute everything. So we know we can't ask it to do too much, you know. So we you can't record the screen while you're doing a live stream and then stop this and then stop that, because it affects the audio. Who is that? Ken, what's up, Ken? That'll be you one day too. Hang in there, you know, baby steps. But in your case, you just got to go out and buy a drone, and then I could help you. We could I can come to your house and help set you up. You just can't. I think my internet's bad. I just don't recommend streaming from a mesh setup, mesh router, like similar to what I have, the Oros, whatever, Eros, I call it the Crapos. But let me go here. I want to bring out the chat and then close this window. Pop out chat and bring this in, shrink it in. Yeah, it was messed up, but I want to see if I have it on the if I saved it. We'll check the feed the burn. Ken, good to see you. So here's the drone. I'll show you guys the drone, but I just want to check and see what footage we have on here. I'm gonna pull this out. So this is fine. This thing has always worked, and I've only started using it again since I have gotten this drone, and it's on there. You know, it works. There's no batteries at 95%, and the mic's fully charged. I don't know. You really can't make this stuff up. Like, it should just glitched out. It's possible because it's the new remote controller, and you know, maybe this hasn't caught up with it yet. Maybe it works better with some of the other stuff. You know, the Mic Mini. I don't know, since that's their newest mic. Don't know, but nothing. I'm not worried about that. We'll get it working. It's our first almost live night stream. Drone's right there flashing. But let's connect this to the computer and see if I got any footage from the screen recording. May or may not have saved it. See, the other guys didn't get the notifications, which is really weird. That happens sometimes. Here, let's go here. Ken, how's your night going? Thanks so much for letting me use your drone. But that'll be you too. Like, remember when you first started flying, you know, you weren't there yet, and then now you're there. Now you're flying. You're flying better than me. More risky with your adventures, going through stuff. Let's see what we have here. DJI RC. I'm not pulling anything out of the RC, but that was the end of the video. I just uploaded. I'll share that with MarketBay and you guys if he signs on. But looks like Final Cut Pro crashed, which is fine. I could live with that because I already have my project and the video is already on YouTube. Ken, let's see what Ken says. So weird. Where did your chat go? Hey YouTube, you're killing me. Oh, there we go. Right here. Oh, that was the old flight. I would say live again, hopefully. Nope, the video ended. All right. What did the analytics say? 34 views. No, I thought I saw something else. I think it said 1 new subscriber or something like that. All right. Average view duration. So let's see. Ken, maybe you can use your wireless mic and record a separate audio track and overlay it if you lose audio on the live stream, but you can edit after the live stream. Yeah, no, because then I would have to download the live stream again and do it that way. I've done that before, but honestly, the DJI mic is crappy. It doesn't work like that for me. It's so low, and then I would have to take the video and add it, kind of like I was doing tonight with this video. I had to overlay it. See at the bottom? Hold on, let's go to cursor. So we'll just make the video bigger. and that's this video. So I had to overlay the sound because it just wasn't so great. It was off sync. So one is sync and one is unsync. Here, let's check out the beginning. I'll let you guys watch the beginning. Here, hold on. It's funny. I did like a, here, Master Shots Explained. Lower that. And then here we go.
Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be doing some of the quick shots and maybe master shots on the Mavic 4 Pro. So without any further ado, let's get started. So obstacle avoidance, as you can see, doesn't work in this feature. Or maybe no, it don't. Whoa. Want to make sure you have an SD card in here. There's some internal storage, so that'll work.
Yeah, so that was that. So that was like tonight. So the drone's been glitching out since day one. So far that's like 3 or 4 major glitches that I've been having with this drone since I've gotten it. It's kind of good for business because it helps the name of the channel, because we are everything that glitches. But it's just crazy that each flight is less streamlined than the other. So when you ask on the live stream how far can I go, it's a little too risque with this thing until they push some more firmware updates, because right now it's a liability. And I can see a new guy getting this and crashing it or having an oh shit moment, and then when the thing turns, when you lose your maps, because I knew where I was because I could see the drone, but if someone doesn't know how to read the maps or know their orientation and they flew their drone that way, it's gone. It's going to crash and land somewhere that they didn't expect. But yeah, it's like one glitch after the other. But let's see what Ken says. Did the drone flip? No, it didn't flip. It's like it was the camera orientation. It was supposed to fly forward and then spin the gimbal like that, and then like it was doing a full 360 and then come back again. But instead, it did something else. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. So that didn't work out. And then tonight you saw, well, I don't know if you saw, but the focus was getting out of focus. We were losing audio. The audio thing's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just left it plugged in. But if you were asking too many commands, this feature, that feature, record, stop, play, and then boom, you lose your audio. And then fuck the audio. We lost the map. The map just, that happened to me in the beginning though, when I had, I can't remember if it was a Mini 3 Pro or Mavic. I lost my picture. The screen went black. But in this case, the map went black, went dark, and there was no, it wouldn't work. Like no matter which way I spun the drone, the maps weren't moving. So if you wanted to use your maps to come back home because you didn't have, you were disoriented or you couldn't see your drone, we would have lost that tonight if I couldn't see it. And which means that I'll probably get more lights for it, so I can, so that'll help. But yeah, so when that happens, we say welcome back to Everything That Glitches. But let's see if we can see what footage we got, because Markabe loves the footage. I love drone footage too, but I don't know why it didn't. Okay, that worked. I'm gonna transition. Okay, and then I'm gonna launch, get this out. What's that? And then we need this application. But you know that I can't remember which drone it happened to. I was in Terrytown, and interesting. And now this is glitching out. Could not connect device. Try connecting or restarting. Maybe restarting it, considering that it was glitching out tonight, right? Like the shit was my heart was like going out. I'm gonna reboot this because I need to get the screen recording off here. Yeah, so but Ken, again, thanks so much for loaning me your drone. I'll give you guys all exclusives to the sneak peek of the next video that's going to be coming out. 2 videos actually. I just want to double check something. Just quitting all the apps, making sure the Wi-Fi is off here so it's not pushing over there until I need it to. Okay, so let that turn on. This is plugged in, and I can't. I don't know how many months old this is though. When did? Let's see. Let's one moment, please. Let's see. Go to Google Chrome. Let that reboot. Once it shows up on the computer, Samsung Me. And oops, did it go Me? No, it didn't do Me. Samsung Me. It's possible that Final Cut Pro is causing it to glitch out. Let's quit Final Cut. Yeah, it is. Hopefully it doesn't mess up that video. See, we got a spinning beach ball. And on this one I'm not worried about because that can easily be fixed. Yeah, Final Cut not responding. Okay. Hopefully we don't. A lot of times if you quit Final Cut in the middle of something, you lose your project. Alright, let's see what we have here. And then we got an error here with this Android thing. Hopefully it loads now, because Final Cut looked for any device. Oh, there we go. Connected, and then click on Android, down movies, and there go our screens. Okay, great. Oh wow, that's fine. Of course it's accessing my screen. I asked it to. It's supposed to. Okay, see, strange things are happening tonight. Everything's freaking glitching out. Time is off, which is really weird. What about tonight? Press spacebar. So I won't be able to see it. 12:05. Let's try here. PM, right? The PM ones. We'll take all the PMs, and there are only 3 PMs, which would have been tonight. Put them on the desktop, and crazy, right? Yeah, I want to see if I recorded it. But we can't ask it too much. If we press record, and certain features don't work if you're recording the screen, which is really weird. I should be able to record no matter what I'm doing on there. So you have to stop recording and then re-engage in whatever you were doing, and then press record again. Can't make that shit up. It's just crazy. DJI, if you're watching this, you gotta fix that. Record should work. I shouldn't have to stop recording to enable another feature. Alright, knowing that and moving forward.
Not really, Nate.
Oh wow, see, there's the audio. Let me just figure something out. I have to turn it down.
Not really, Nate, Lord.
There's New York City.
I think this is where it glitched out. Down here. And then it couldn't. Oh yeah, there goes the map. See that? The map stopped moving. Well, when even though I was here, I think it was on this, not that one, but another one.
So it's screens recording and
That was in the beginning. I changed the ISO. See, look at the map at the bottom. It moves with the drone, which is great. So what happened was it stopped moving with the drone, and I was like, what? But thankfully I saw this, the H, and I just kept flying towards the H, but then the map was not moving, and the map was just like, and there's nothing, you know, I don't have care refresh, so.
hello. It's a test to see if the microphone works. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I was like, everyone knows that, right? Oh wait, but there would be an echo, so I'd have to mute. So sorry about the echo. You get that when that's what happens when you know, do that. Let's go to movies. Well, Android movies, and then let's see. There are only 3 there. This one's probably from earlier today. 10:48 a.m. Too bad you can't press spacebar and see what's actually there. So they only got 3 screen recordings tonight. A little bit of a bummer, but this is the one that Market Bay wants.
Not really, Nate, Lord. New York City.
Okay, sorry about that. See, now if we watch it, see 200 and oh wait, but that's weird. I should have a POI one. It's not so bad. See how it looks on. But Ken's right. See how it looks on the RC controller, right? But then on the live stream, it's kind of different, to be honest with you. But I could always do that, Ken. I could always record it and then share it again afterwards so that people can see what what they missed.
So it's screens recording and
This one, hold on, you're going to hear an echo for a second. I just want to mute and turn the sound down and then press play. So this is the one where we did the POI effect, which is cool. And most likely we want this one, the last one. And of course, QuickTime doesn't really do justice. And this is the one. See the mic. See, mic already disconnected. Stream quality will be affected. I don't know why that was happening, but mic was connected. Why would I disconnect it? Like I need the mic there. Could be, and this was, so this is the last one. That's the one that we want. Could always edit that because I recorded it, which is great. Except that's on the drone, and then that's when I flew back home. See, I went down here. I went all the way down to the end of this street, which is really long. See that light? That's where the street is. And I can see the drone from there. And then on the other side, I went all the way down. So I have a pretty good spot, nice little corner, but we're not going to be able to do anything crazy if the drone behaves that way, you know? Like I might have to do an emergency landing somewhere, given that, it does what it does when you want it to, him to maybe be there in town and run over, and have my scooter ready. Forget about running over it, right? Ride my scooter down here so I could land it in front of the store. Ride my scooter down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep my scooter on the porch, Yo, yo, I know that sound. That's Market Bay. Anybody says yo, 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 what's up? Yeah, so we were just talking about how the drone, see how it looks here? But anytime I adjust it here, let me show Market Bay. Check it out, watch. Where were we? So anytime I adjusted the settings, see that? Nothing changed. But that, and I was saying to Ken earlier, that should have been a sign that shit was gonna go defunct in the night. And then the map stopped working. So no matter what setting I would do with the ISO and whatever, nothing would change. And you can see now it's in auto, right? Auto is, you have this, but before it was in pro, where now it's in pro, and then nothing. I changed it to 1.6 and then 1600. You would think that it would change, but nope. Now on my desk it's on auto though. Hold on one second. Pro would have the res and FPVs white. Yeah, but it didn't work because you need to click auto. Click the auto. It's still in auto. No. Right here, look. See? It's in pro. And nothing changed. Yeah, it should. But forget about this settings. The map stopped working. So the drone was spinning on the camera. Left, right, straight. And the map didn't move. I was like, oh shit, how do I get back home? One time that happened before. Not on this drone, on another drone where the screen went blank and the map was working. I was like, wait, where's my drone? But this is a thing, like their signature feature with newer drones, like literally. Yeah, that bug and many other bugs that happened tonight. Yeah, I should contact DJI right before the 23rd. Bugs needs fixing via update. It should not be doing that. Yeah, it shouldn't be. And I have to put in a support ticket for them. But again, so when you say how far can we fly, I'd say not too far, because you got to keep that drone within visual line of sight, because if the maps stop working or the screen goes like this, I mean it's like this now, but it was like this, I couldn't see. Whoops, my headphones, that's okay, don't break your stuff. Like I'm like, wait, where's my drone? And then I was like, what's it? So I look up and I see it, so I just fly it back that way. I can't call them now, they're closed, man. It's Friday. It's like, Alexa, what time is it in China?
It's 10:19 p.m.
No. Alexa, what time is it in China?
It's 11:19 a.m. in China.
When in pro mode, it should go dark when you lower. Yeah, it did nothing. It didn't. And again, forget about the promo. The map stopped working, then the screen just like went defunct. Like, and forget about this. Yeah, the screen was one thing. The audio, we were losing audio.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What can I help you with?
Nothing. I wasn't talking to you. Good night.
Good night, Lewis. Rest well.
It's Alexa. The new Alexa has a human-like voice, except she's listening all the time. I wasn't even talking to her. And sometimes she'll just chime in the conversation. And then when I ask her something, she doesn't know the answer. Like, it's like, I can never get, I just want somebody to listen to me. Maps wouldn't bother me since you fly it line of sight. Yeah, no, that's what saved me tonight. The pro video settings is a big issue. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're supposed to fly at line of sight, so I guess, yeah, I guess. But no, but the maps should work. You know, the maps shouldn't have been doing that. What if someone wasn't flying at line of sight? You know, my biggest fear was like if the maps glitched out, I needed to get it home really fast before everything else glitched out. But yeah, Market Bay's right. But everything should matter anyway. So that's that. So you see, it's in Pro. Nothing changed with the settings. Lou, when are you going to do this week's print? It's been a while. I did last week a print. This week I'm going to do a print. Tomorrow I have some stuff to do. Because the week's not over yet. If all goes well, when I get back tomorrow, I will do 3D print of the week on Sunday. So then that completes the whole week. But it's too bad. The only one, Ken doesn't have a 3D printer. Photo 72 does. Market Bay has a 3D printer because they're sending me 6 rolls of filament, you know, like, and I wish I could send to you guys and raffle it off, except the only ones who can, who are stateside, are Ken, Afix, and Brian. I think Brian seems to, I think he's got more filament than we could all probably imagine. And but yeah, I will definitely contact DJI and reach out to them about this. But when I had called DJI, they had shared that there's nothing they can do. But software wise, yes, they can. They said hold on to the drone, and then come January or February, they said that they might sell the Care Refresh packages again if things work out for the better, which is kind of cool. And they see the guy said something about a hearing, so apparently there's a hearing happening soon. He says everything goes well with the hearing, because he said aside from the drones being sold in the US, the Care Refresh was their best selling product here in the United States, which is just amazing. So they made more money on Care Refresh than they did on the drones themselves. I guess it's because when most 95% of people who buy the drones buy the Care Refresh, right? And then X amount of people cash in on them. As you know, I'm one of them. I've cashed in on like every drone except this one. Like this one, I'm just being really cautious with it. Not doing anything crazy. I would say I'm not doing anything crazy, right? But this guy is, the drone is, which is just crazy. So I'm not flying crazy. I'm flying responsibly, right? But this guy just has a mind of its own, literally. So yeah. So maybe we'll, you know. But the other thing was, after I had gotten the drone, every day there was an update. So there must be other shit happening that DJI knows about that they're just pushing. Because yesterday I got like pushed 3 or 4 updates. Ken got some updates too on his Neo after he updated it. It's like again, and I was like again, yeah. So that's it with that. So I'm definitely gonna keep this video and then share that with DJI on the live stream. Let's call this one, is it this one? Hold on. Yeah, call this one Pro, Pro, and then call this one's the one I like.
Not really night.
Whoops.
New York City. Here's New York City.
And then it wasn't crazy about the New York City one. Look at that, because you still lose, see, we lost our, you still lose pixels. I don't know why they have the zoom, but I do want to try the zoom when someone's in front of that building. What was this one though? This is when I put it back in auto. That one doesn't really do much. I think that's when I lost the signal.
So it's screens recording.
See, look, I'm in Pro. See? Except, you know, I put it back there because it was like, you know, like you said, has to be out of that, and nothing changed. And look at what I put the ISO and the shutter. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're going to push another update next week or something. But this one I like. The POI. Because I want to combine this one with the other one. With the one that I had just done. So I'm going to like transition. You've probably seen the one I did where I transitioned it from night to day or day to night, which is this one right here. Here. Turn down the sound. Actually, I have to mute it. This I have to mute because you know what happens when you have sound playing in the background. There it is. So I want to, oh, but it's too close. Bummer. I have to get that right positioning with the parking lot and then transition it so that it goes, which I can get. It's easy to get. I just have to go into the screen recording. Video quality is pretty good. Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea because they helped me with the settings for this camera, the Osmos Action 5, and they gave me the reason why we got better video is because DJI gave us the settings. But that's a great idea. But what I'll have to do here is go right about here. So I was 237 feet high, 6,000 feet away. So if I do that, then when I go into night mode again, I think this night mode, this one was a little bit higher. I think this one was 300.
Not really night mode, but New York City.
Whoops. That's why it doesn't save the settings. That's New York City. So the settings here.
So it's
And then go here. So I was, see, big difference. So if I can get almost 6,000 feet away, the feet don't matter because how many feet away here? Let's open them. This way we don't have to keep so here's what we need to do. Turn down the mute there, and then go here, put it back in this window into Final Cut, and then where's Final Cut? Oh, Final Cut crashed. Lou, do you have a Mavic 3 Pro night video comparison? Yeah, I do actually. Hold on, let me go. Master Shots Explain, that's the latest one. Great, that one didn't crash, which is good. Meaning like we didn't lose anything. Like we did another night. I was working on a video. And when the Final Cut crashed, my video's unlinked. But I want to do a comparison here first. Because I want to see if I can combine the videos. And we use the last one right about here. Is that the last one? Yep, that's the last one. So we'll put it right about there, right? And then we'll go here, shrink this one, bring it over a little bit, and then go to the end. Not end, actually, I have it in somewhere in here. Master Shots Explain, wrong one. I need POI effect, Mavic 4 Pro. And then we'll just mute it. Shrink it, and then now bring that there, and then bring this here. There we go. And then 234 feet. 200. That's not bad. It might be usable. 234, 807 feet. This is 900. So that's difference, not so intense. So I might be able to transition it and do like a night and day experience. Either one will be a night, and then the other one will be in day. Well, night. This one's night. The other one will be in day. Kind of neat, huh? Now I just have to find the video. It should be here, and then wherever it is. Did I throw it out? No, I don't think I threw it out. Oh, it's in the folder. I don't empty the trash until after the projects. Hopefully. Screen recordings. Where did it go? Maybe it's in this one. It might have been a separate video, because it might not be in this one. I may have thrown it out. Hold on. Let's see, AM Neo Halo, thanks to Ken. Let's see, let's go back into Final Cut. Either way, I have the original footage that was exported, so we'll be alright there. Let's see what you guys are chiming in, saying. Move this up. I have to go to bed now. It's, wow. Yeah, you gotta go, and I gotta go to bed too. I gotta wake up early. Unfortunately. Master shots. Yeah, I don't have it here. I might have just wung it. Like after I created the video, I might have just deleted it. But if I go here. But thanks for stopping by. That's why I chose Friday night flights at 9 p.m. instead of like 11 p.m. so that you can get some rest, you know. And next week when we do Friday night flights, hopefully nothing will glitch out with the drone. I'll reach out to GJI, you know, tell them what's happening. But I just want to, you know, and we'll see you next week. And I'll try to do another 3D print of the week. This week has just been so busy with work. Oh, here we go, Untitled. Interesting. Here's the Untitled one. Ah, there it is. Where is that one? I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. Here it is. Where is that one? That's connected to, this is the, there it is. That's the one we want anyway. So, but I don't know where the Untitled is. Untitled might be in the movies folder. Movies, there, it's right there. Okay, that's fine. Just don't throw that out. But I just need that footage. And then the plan is to take this, right, and as a transition, so I'll let you guys watch it. I'll mute the screen and say goodnight to Markabe. All right, this one's from Markabe. Oh. So I'm gonna add the night transition into there. Let's just say goodnight to Markabe because he needs to go to bed and I need to go to bed too. I only came live because you guys requested it and I couldn't say goodbye with such crappy footage. Right? Live streaming going. Thanks. Thanks. Good night, guys. Have to go to bed too. Yeah, because I have to get up early tomorrow. But no sleeping here. No sleeping for you tonight. Everybody stay up. We will. Not tonight. But I will have Friday night flights again next weekend, provided nothing happens to the drone. Hopefully DJI pushes another update. I am going to go, whether or not we have a 3D print of the week this week, we should on Sunday. But for sure, I'm going to do my live stream support with DJI and, you know, share the video footage with them and tell them what happened. Most likely, they'll probably have someone call me. Like they did last week, someone called me, and a little bit of a bummer because I was in the middle of editing a video. But maybe I should have just pressed record on my phone, right? And it said calls being recorded. Should have recorded it because it was the best call from DJI ever. Everything that they shared, you know, like Care Refresh might come back, and to newer drones that were purchased, to any and every drone that was purchased, as long as it's on this continent, you know, the prices will come down. The drone I got was purchased from a guy in Canada, so the pricing structure was more realistic, and he, you know, came down in his price too, because there was no Care Refresh. Whereas if you go to U.S. Drone Supply and some of those other places, they're kind of they're price gouging their drones, which is just ridiculous. And so that's, you know, that's why I got the drones, because the guy worked in real estate. He got 2 drones, and apparently he, I guess, you know, didn't have any luck with this drone, and I gave him an offer he couldn't refuse, and apparently someone from Canada brought it back for him. He has family up there, and I drove all the way. I drove 2 hours to get that, because I was like, oh my god, I could not believe the price. It was a steal. I should buy a Neo for backup. Yeah. If you're gonna buy a Neo, maybe we do like a cross country trip. We drive to Canada, because apparently the Neo is a $300-$400 drone that's being sold here in the U.S. for $800 and $900. And we just take a road trip. Right, we say bye, I'm going to work, I'll be back later on this evening. Right, and then it takes like 9 hours later, we come back with bags of stuff. Except, will they let us through the border? Do you have anything to declare? No, nothing, just this guy over here, I don't know where he's from. No, but I don't know how that would work. I guess we would probably go in with our drones, right? With our Avata, my Mavic, and then we leave with one more extra. This way we're the guys traveling with drones. These are not the drones you're looking for. Right, we go through customs. But yeah, like, because the RC Remote Pro is $800 in Canada, and then $700 somewhere else. That would be another story. Neo 1, not Neo 2. These are not the drones you're looking for. I'm trying to get through customs border back into the US, right? But yeah, I gotta go. Have a good night. And I'll keep you guys posted with everything that glitches. Oh wait, I promised the other video. Have a good night. Because Mark Bay had said that he likes this stuff. Hold on, and then I'm signing off. 1 second. Do. And then it's good night. One moment, please. Public, unlisted. Okay. Huh. Well, I probably didn't post it. 1 second, and then we are signing off. Content. It's probably a draft right now. Yeah. It's a draft. I'm gonna categorize it, put it into how-to videos, and then we'll do all the tags later. One second, Mark Bay. Just need to do some more clicks. Next, add subtitles, add end screen, best reviewer, save. Next, unlisted, copy it. You guys can watch it too. Don't worry, this will keep you up, Ken, too. This is the one, but it's better quality too, compared to seeing it. This one I'm going to come back to because I need Ah, you can't make this shit up. What's up here? Come on, man. Final Clutch glitching out. Okay, let's quit it. So sometimes when it quits and you don't have the rest of your footage there, like you saw in red, the project is defunct. We've got defunct. And then you have to either relink the files or find them or just start the project over again. In this case, I only need that end of things because the video is already done and put onto YouTube, I believe. What video is this? I don't know. I can't. Oh, POI effect. Okay. Anyway, on that note, now we'll just go here. Whoops. I remember Manycams. I remember that. Now I'm just going to go here. Close that. And then see if we have another window open. Nope. Go back into YouTube. And then go here. Your channel. And then videos. See, we're live right there, and just comment in and say good night. But here's the other video, Ken, if you want. Good night, Ken. Only tonight though, because usually you guys know I'm up, but I have to wake up at like 7 tomorrow. You have to go somewhere, and I don't come back until late. Really late, and I'm not going to Canada. Well, although it's not, I'm thinking about it, right? Why pay $1,500 or $1,700, right? When you can pay between 7 and 8. It just makes it's a no-brainer. There we go. But not anytime soon. They obviously need. I'm not. Because I'm pretty sure firmwares are the same, and even if they're not the same, it's still too early to get the Pro remote because this shit's glitching out. I think when did it come out? Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just too new. It needs to like wait 6 months, right? When did the? That's why you don't want to get anything when it first comes out. Mavic because it shit glitches, you know. Oh, May, not too long ago. May, June, July, August, September, October, 7 months. That's not so bad. It shouldn't be behaving that way. Oh, it was announced. Okay, but when it was released? Released in May. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No, there's no silver lining here. That should work. Anyway. It's fine, it is what it is. I'll just keep flying it and then maybe drive to Canada and sell it. Since it's not everything it's cracked up to be. A little bit of a bummer there, right? Don't you think? Like, shouldn't the drone audio be working, microphone be working for the latest and greatest, maps be working? That could be why the guy sold it and gave it to me for a lowball. Like, you know, he knew that this was more than a drone, right? He knew that this was a liability, right? And he just wanted it off his hands. That's the only thing I can think of. But it's fine, you know, it is what it is. At least I didn't have to pay full price. Fire sale. As you know, if you've been watching me, I love fire sales. I love, like, Ken too. Ken's a big fan of fire sale. Ken is always getting stuff for like dirt cheap, and Ken winds up buying it for like a fraction of the price, and then somehow I get a call from him and he's like, I'm still waiting for the replacement. I'm like, what? You paid that much for it and they're sending you a new one? And I was like, holy crap. That's like don't worry, just wait, because you're getting something new when you bought something used. That's really cool. And well, that's one way to never pay full price too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Did you flight it there before you bought? Yeah, I flew it before I bought it from the guy, and you know, I checked it out. Everything was fine. This drone's fine. This is exactly what happened with one of the other drones. I forget. I just can't remember if it was the 4, 5 or the the other Pro, Mavic 3 Pro, where it happened. Like this, basically identical. Like same experience, different body. So and then after a firmware update, it was fixed. But it could be like an issue with Ken. Ken's having issues with his Osmo 360 where the shit's ass backwards, and DJI can't figure it out either. I think that they're spending too much time. Yeah, but it was a restricted airspace. But yeah, I was able to check. I think they're spending too much time launching as many products as they can without focusing on the quality of the goods and the user experience. Because clearly the shit tonight was not like a commercial. You know, you wanted to be smooth, stream from your drone, get high, amazing audio quality, use the whatever it's called, rotation effect, and the drone will just fly and almost crash into you. You think that it was like some sort of parody, and like, you know, you can't plan for this stuff. Oh, and I think I saved it, so I'll end with that one. Here, check it out, and then we'll see you all next time. Samsung Me, transition here. I saved it for this as well. Send this one to DJI. Like, yo, what the hell is with this?
So obstacle avoidance, as you can see, doesn't work in this feature. Or maybe not. No, it don't. Whoa. All right, so.
Yeah. Obstacle detected. It detected an obstacle, so, you know. But instead of, it stopped the preset or feature, quick shot feature, but then the drone just kept flying towards me. So the obstacle was detected, but it didn't avoid the obstacle. It just kept flying dead on towards me. Obstacle detected. Sorry, we can't record in this feature, but we're just gonna keep on flying. And it was in N mode. It wasn't in sport mode. N mode would mean obstacle avoidance is disabled, which you have to do if you're flying like near your house so you can land it in the pavers like I did tonight. See, N mode. And obstacle avoidance don't work. Almost run me down. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Glad you guys came back. It's nice to be back. Hopefully, you know, Monday I have to work until 6, so maybe in the morning I will do DJI support. If I can't do it in the morning, for sure on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days, we'll do a live DJI support ticket, and most likely they'll have someone call me, and hopefully when I get the call back, I'm not at work, because then I can't answer the call, because I really like whoever they transfer me to is really able to answer these questions fluidly and honestly. You know, they don't sugarcoat, they don't gaslight you. They just, you know, tell you it is what it is, and that's an interesting feature. If you share, that's an interesting problem. We were not aware of that. And usually they take the support ticket seriously, and hope, except for Ken, that 360 thing, hopefully, I think he has to follow up with them again. You have to be on top of it. But even if he's not, they should still fix it. They should push another update, because it's still ass backwards on even mine. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you all next time. And we're going to end it with the final intro.
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love. Hiding a million different things. so tired of playing games. You don't have to be so hard. Just tell me your dreams, the things you like. What turns you off, what makes you doubt. I'll tell you my deepest secrets. I wanna let them out. Hiding a million different things. Waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings. And I'm still even deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, maybe could I love instead? Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, maybe could I love instead?